Hello everyone, my name is Caroline Coitello and welcome to today's video. I help people every day come up with creative systems that can help them deal with everyday tasks, such as today's video, which we'll be talking about how to create a system of how to master flexibility between home and work. Before we move on everyone, if I can just have you go down to the link below, press the like and the subscribe button for more videos of me of talking about how you can create better effective systems or how you could be a greater leader. Also, if you could click on the link below, it's a link to my website where you can get this book, my ebook that I'll be dropping of how to master flexibility, also other ebooks that can help you with your everyday life. Now, let's get into the video. The number one thing I really want to talk to you about is the number one thing that's first on our list is effectiveness. How you can create effectiveness systems in place to help you really master how to be flexible. You are just a one-person man, whether you're a boss, a leader, or maybe even a single mother at home. You can use effectiveness systems to help you get things done, not only get things done, but also offer more time and availability for all other tasks that you have to complete. For example, when I was younger, my mother used to have these little effective systems that will work. She's a single mother. She grew up, was a really hard worker. But she created effective systems between me and my siblings to where we were able to get things done without her being at home. For example, you know, I have an older sister, and so my older sister was really in charge of really watching us and getting a lot of the house chores done. But since I was the second oldest, we were able to come together and create an effective system that helped complete all the chores at home without my mother ever having to come home and be tired from that. So this system really played out very well because it started in the morning. We got the hard stuff done in the morning, and then throughout the day we would just have our other little siblings help us out, and we were able to get things done. And that way we had more time with our mother. Our mother was a single mom. She didn't really have time to you know, spend time with us like other regular moms did. So what we did was we created an effective system where everybody played a part into really getting things done. So for example, my sister will probably clean the kitchen. I was assigned the bathroom. Maybe my little brother was in charge of really folding the laundry. So although we were part of the system, but it really helped create and get things done, and it gave more time for my mom to focus on more important things such as us, her kids. So how you can really create this effective system tool is really look at your team and examine who has the best skill set to get those things done, whether if you can use this effective system at work, at home, or maybe even if you're running a team. You can really, so first thing on our list is effectiveness. So my mother really used this tool to really help not only get things done, but also allow more time on her hands to actually really spend time on it with us, but also be able to get things done. And my mother was a single mother growing up, worked 2 jobs, so she was never really home. And the way this really helped us was she would create these effective systems that would work. My mother had this system that would work without even her being physically there. So how the system would work was when she would assign each task that was assigned to the home, whether it was a chore, getting the laundry done, cleaning up the kitchen. She would assign those tasks not only to us, but what skill set really matched that task. So for example, I was really good at the kitchen, as you say, and I was really good at cleaning and organizing. So she really paired my task with organization. And this was a powerful tool for my mother because not only was things able to get done, but it also benefited her kids as well because everyone was learning, everyone was able to grow. So when you allow everyone to grow, that really becomes a beneficial tool not only to you as your leadership, but also flexibility. My mother didn't have really time for anything besides us and work, so these effective systems really played a big part in helping the home succeed because she was able to focus on work while we were able to help her out on focusing on the tasks at home. I also was able to apply this with my leadership team. Whenever I had really big days where that was hard to do projects or a really difficult task, I would break that task up into little ones where I would assign my team to really help me out complete the bigger picture, but I was also able to match that task with the specific skill set that each person said. Now, once you're able to do that, that's when the effectiveness actually begins coming into work. You're able to get things done, and not only you get able to get things done, but everybody actually is able to learn. Everybody's able to practice their skill set. So creating effective systems not only is beneficial, but it also allows you to give you that time of flexibility for other things that's important on your list. Now, the second thing that leads us to is mindfulness. Now, you're probably asking, Curly, what the hell is mindfulness? Mindfulness plays a big role in flexibility because it allows you to really be present in the moment. Being present in the moment is such a powerful thing because you're able to just enjoy and relax the moment without ever having to feel like you're missing out on things or you're too worried on the next task. When you're mindful, you give it your all. You're in the moment, in the present time. You're aware of your surroundings. You're also aware of your emotions. You know that you shouldn't be feeling anxious and that you should be present with whatever task that you're in, and that will help you be able to get things done not only in a matter of time but with best effort. When I used to do things or get things done on my to-do list, I would do them mindfully. I would be present in the moment, finish one task, and I would know that I was able to finish it wholeheartedly and carry on to the other task. So the more important thing about being mindfully there is being present. You gotta be present in all of your tasks and everything to really master flexibility. It also gives you understand the importance of the task. For example, let's say you have your son's basketball game, but then you have a nail appointment right in front of it, right? You want to be able to really be present in that nail appointment to be able to be present with your son's football game. So what does that mean? Enjoy that meantime. Be present. Who cares that you have your son's football game after? When your son's football game comes, that's when you can actually start worrying about your son's football game. Or worry about the now. Focus on what's happening right in front of you, and that's all that's within your control. And once you're able to really master that, you're able to really trust yourself and know, like, this task is getting completed. I'm able to enjoy myself. When the task is over, I'm freely able to move on to the next one. So important thing to really think about mindfulness, be present in all your tasks that you do. So that way you can be mindful in your next task and you don't have to feel like, oh, I wasn't there, or I'm doing this while thinking of this task. Be mindful and be present wherever you are and whatever task you're completing. That way you feel much more better about moving on to the next one. The third one is probably the biggest one of all, is your imagination. Imagination is such a big tool in really providing you more flexibility. We get bombarded with tasks every day. We have things to do, we have people to tend to, people to talk to, but sometimes when it becomes an everyday task, you get lost in the process and you almost get lost with your creativity. So imagination really helps me because once you use your imagination to come up with creative ways of how you can deal with your task, is when you actually will really get to see the fruition of or the power of your imagination actually coming to fruition, as I must say. So really use your imagination. For example, when I was in my leadership role, we worked every day was a new different problem, or sometimes every day was the same problem than yesterday. And for me to be able to stay content and be able to not be bored, I really used my imagination in a big way where I was able to imagine new creative ways of getting the task done, new creative ways of not only getting myself to learn, but allowing my team to learn. Imagination plays a big role, and it unlocks the doors to creativity and other ways of how you can get things done. So when you are stuck in a pivot moment of finding a solution to a problem, the biggest thing you can really do for yourself is use your imagination. Find a solution through your imagination, and you can literally figure out anything else that might come your way. So really use imagination in creative ways that will help you be able to not only figure out the solution, but figure out solutions that you probably never really thought of or even think it would probably work. Next on my list is adaptability. Now, my favorite scripture that probably explains a lot of this is Philippians 4:2-14. I know how to bow low, and I know how to be abounded. So meaning I know when things get really tough, and I know how to celebrate when things really become successful, and then when I win. The reason why this is such an important thing to really mastering flexibility is the way you adapt to situations. So let's say you meet a really hard task and it becomes really difficult, but eventually you're able to defeat it. Sometimes we just feel so burnt out and so, tired that we never really finish off the rest of the task that needs to be completed. So adaptability really helps, because once you're able to understand that that situation was conquered, you finished that, you were able to complete really strong and be successful. Now it's like really time to move on to the next task. When you're able to adapt when things are rough and when things are going great for you, you're really able to flex yourself and will focus on other things that's important. For example, when I was in my leadership position, I really was focused on the things that really drained me, but I really had to adapt really quickly into figuring out that tough situation and learning how to get back in that mode of, or getting that juice of really like pushing myself and wanting to be better. So when you're able to adapt when things get hard and when things get difficult, and also when things are really going well for you, you're able to just really go with the flow and understand that it doesn't really define you if things get hard, if things get difficult. It really doesn't determine who you are as a character or who you are as a person. It just means that the task was really difficult, you completed it, you were able to be successful. Now it's time to move on to the next task. Adaptability has so much benefits in it that, it also helps you with your focus time. So when you're able to just move on and not focus on why the task is so difficult, why did you feel defeated, you move on and you're able to carry on and understand that there's other victories that need to be made, other than just staying stuck or feeling like the problem is swallowing up. So really learn how to adapt when things get really hard for you, or when things are really going your way. That way you can really understand, have the power to really get through things when things get difficult and when things are going well. I mean, anybody can really go through things when things are going well for them, but how many of us are really able to win and be successful when things aren't going our way? But when you're able to adapt, it doesn't matter how difficult or easy the situation is. You just know that the situation needs to be done. Have faith in yourself and move on, because there's a lot of other victories ahead of you. All right, last on our list is set things that are from above and not things of the earth. My favorite scripture of this is Colossians 3:2. Talks about how you should focus your focus on really making things, on the meaning of things, rather than how hard, difficult the task is, or maybe how easy the task is. Really focus on what meaning does the task give you? Does it allow you to think different? Does it give you a new perspective? Does it allow you to really learn more about yourself? When we focus on what the meaning behind the task is, we actually really go through the task and we feel much more better about completing it. So when everyday tasks, like maybe it's an everyday task you complete every day, and maybe today you're just not feeling it, find the meaning behind that task and why that task became on your list. Why are you wanting to be flexible to get that done? So when you really master the art of flexibility, is really understanding that things that we do have a meaning to them. There has to be a reason why you choose to stop by your mom's house before you actually go to work. There has to be a reason why you chose to have your nail spa day before your son's football team. Maybe it's because football team is very high adrenaline, takes a lot of your energy, and you kind of need that relaxation moment for yourself before you go into an event that requires a lot of your energy. So really see how the task really, how much your task means to you, and find meaning in that. Even if it's something little like call your mom, or call your dad, or call your best friend, or say hello to yourself, or maybe fix your hair differently than yesterday. Really, there's a meaning to everything, and a meaning to why we do things. So it's important that you really find the meaning in the things that you do. Once you're able to do that, task doesn't become a task, it becomes a way of life, a way of doing, and you could just get happy and you're more motivated to get those things done. I hope all of those things have helped you. Please again look at the link below in my description box and go onto my website. I will be selling this ebook for pre-sale only on my video down below, but by the time this video is publishing out, my book should already be on my site. But really, go on, follow the link down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be coming up with more videos of like how to be more flexible, how to be more present, or even how to become a leader. These are special things that I help people with. And before I end my video, just know that you're important. If you're going through a really hard, difficult thing right now in your life, just know that things do get better, and it's all about being flexible and really giving yourself time, and also having a meaning to things in life. When you're able to find meaning, life just seems better. You get a different point of view from it. So I love talking to you. Thank you so much for your attention and giving me your time. I'll see you in the next video.